Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our third chapter titled Discovering Tut, the Saga Continues, written by A.R. Williams. First of all, I would like to drag your attention towards the very title of the chapter Discovering Tut, the Saga Continues. Saga means a long narrative. Basically, this chapter is related to the discovery of Tut, which is the name of a preserved dead body, which we call mummy in Egypt. Many of the students might know about Tut. It was the first mummy ever found, and it was the first mummy in the tomb of which the richest royal collection was found. Students, this chapter tells about the discovery of the mummy. Uh, it was a king. Basically, the chapter deals with the story on exploration carried out to find the mystery surrounding King Tut's death. The chapter tells us how King Tut's mummy was discovered, and later on how the archaeologists try to gather more information related to his past, things related to his death, and what things were found in King Tut's tomb. Actually, it was the richest royal collection ever found. The chapter gives a brief description of the struggle taken by the team to extract the remains of King Tut from his coffin. This chapter is a narration of the experience of researchers while exploring his coffin and highlights the process of forensic reconstruction. Means the chapter tells the experience how the researchers found out the coffin, how they tried to extract the mummy from the coffin, the difficulties which they faced while removing the coffin from its the mummy from its coffin, as well as after that the CT scan, the X-ray, all the process have been described. The story presents the efforts of archaeologists to unravel the mystery of Tut's death, which seemed more like a murder. Actually, King Tut's death appeared more like a murder. It is about medical technology being used to investigate such intricate cases. I suppose what is the chapter all about is clear to all of you. First of all, I would like to tell you about different characters of the chapter. First character is Zahi Hawass. He was the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities. He is one of the members of the team of researchers and very particular about getting the details right. It also shows that he is extremely focused on his project, as he exclaims that he was not able to sleep thinking of the seriousness of this extraction and reconstruction. Basically, Zahi Hawass is the person under whose observation the CT scan of Tut's mummy was taken. Thereafter comes the next character, Howard Carter. He is the British archaeologist, and he is the one who discovered King Tut's tomb in the year 1922. This discovery was sensational as it was successful after years of futile searching. Futile, all of you know, useless searching. He was not able to separate the body from the other belongings buried along with the king's body. He therefore had to chisel away the solidified material from the body to raise the king's remains. Just because it was not possible to remove King Tut's mummy from its coffin, so he had to cut away all the major joints of the mummy to remove the gold adornments from its body. Thereafter comes the next character, Amenhotep III. He was King Tut's grandfather or father, it's not certain. He was a powerful pharaoh and ruled for almost 4 decades. I would like to tell you, Pharaoh is an Egyptian king. Thereafter comes Amenhotep IV. He was the successor of Amenhotep III. He promoted the worship of, when he started ruling, Amenhotep III, Amenhotep IV, Tutankhaten, all these are related to the life history of King Tut. Amenhotep IV, he was the successor of Amenhotep III. He promoted the worship of Aten and changed his name to Akhenaten. Amenhotep IV also moved the religious capital to Akhetaten. Basically, he changed the name of the places and he worshipped another god. Thereafter came Tut. His actual name is Tutankhaten. He was widely known as King Tut. He was just a teenager when he became a ruler. He also changed his name to Tutankhamun. He reigned for about 9 years and died unexpectedly. Most probably, it was expected that his death was not natural, it was a murder. Now, I would like to drag your attention towards the theme of the chapter. The story Discovering Tut, the saga continues, is a description of the exploration conducted by a team of researchers. It gives the account of the struggles the team faces to unravel the mystery of the death of a teenager ruler, King Tut. The story students also highlights the change in the methods of archaeology from a few decades back to present era of modern technology. It gives you an idea about the kind of exploration conducted in 1922 by Carter when there was no modern method to extract King Tut's mummy. The chapter also helps to understand the revolution in the field of archaeology, which is due to the modern equipment and sophisticated methods being used to give accurate results. I hope the theme is also clear to all of you. Students, now it's time. Basically, the theme is related to the discovery of King Tut. It is related to the efforts done by the team to discover King Tut's tomb and extract King Tut's mummy from its coffin. It also tells the change in archaeology in the new era. I hope the theme is clear to all of you, no doubt about it. Let's start with the chapter. He was just a teenager when he died, the last heir of a powerful family. He here stands for King Tut. This chapter is all about the discovery of King Tut's mummy and the history related to King Tut. He was just a teenager when he died. King Tut was just a teenager. Teenager means 13 years old. The last heir. Heir means successor of a powerful family that had ruled Egypt and its empire for centuries. King Tut was just a teenager when he died. He was the last ruler, he was the last successor of a powerful family, the family that had ruled Egypt and its empire for centuries. You can easily understand when I said he was the last heir, he was the last successor of a powerful family, means with his death, the complete dynasty ended. He was laid to rest. Laden means covered with gold and eventually forgotten. He was laid, he was put to rest, means he was put in his coffin to rest, covered with gold, and eventually means finally forgotten. Here I would like to drag your attention, students. When king died, he was fully covered with gold and he was packed in his coffin, and after packing him with lots of gold ornaments, people forgot about him completely. Since the discovery of his tomb in 1922, the modern world has speculated means estimated about what happened to him. Since the discovery of King Tut's tomb, the day when King Tut's tomb was discovered since 1922, the world estimated what could have happened to him, and the most extreme possibility was that he was being murdered. Now, leaving his tomb for the first time in almost 80 years, Tut has undergone a CT scan that offers new clues about his life and death and provides precise data for an accurate forensic reconstruction of the boy's pharaoh. Pharaoh, as I have just told you, Pharaoh means Egyptian king. Now, leaving his tomb for the first time in almost 80 years, Tut has undergone a CT scan that offers, after 80 years of King Tut's discovery, means in 2005. Now the story has moved on. At present, 80 years have passed since the discovery of King Tut's tomb, and this is the day when King Tut's body was to be CT scanned, and CT scan would offer new clues about his life and death and would provide precise means accurate data. Actually, the purpose of making King Tut's body CT scan is to get more and accurate clues and data related to King Tut's life and death. Through CT scan, the people wanted to know more details about or related to King Tut's life and death. Accurate forensic reconstruction. Students, forensic reconstruction means scientific proofs and data to solve the mystery related to King Tut's death. Now, I would like to make things clear related to this paragraph. This paragraph basically tells that King Tut was just a teenager when he died. He was the last successor of a powerful family, the family that had Egypt for years, and with him the complete dynasty ended. When he died, His body was covered with numerous things of gold, the details of which will be given later. His body was covered with gold, and finally, the mummy was forgotten. After the discovering of King Tut's tomb in 1922, the modern world has always been making estimate, means what would have happened to King Tut, and they predicted that it might be a murder. Now, after 80 years of King Tut's discovery, means in 2005, King Tut's mummy is taken for a CT scan. The purpose of CT scan is to get scientific proofs and data to resolve the mystery related to King Tut's body. I suppose the things are clear related to this page. Let's move on to next page. An angry wind stirred up ghostly dust devils. When King Tut's body was removed from its coffin after 80 years of its discovery in 2005, an angry dust stirred up and ghostly dust made shape like devils. मतलब जब किंग टट की बॉडी को रिमूव किया गया उसके कॉफिन से, तो एक ओमिनस एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट हो गया। बहुत तेज़ तेज़ आंधी चलने लगी और डेविल की शेप बनाने लगी डस्ट। Was taken from his resting place in the ancient Egyptian cemetery. Cemetery means burial place, which we call Kabristan in Hindi, known as the Valley of the Kings. Egypt King Tut was buried in the cemetery called the Valley of the Kings. The place where kings were buried was known as the Valley of Kings, which was actually cemeteries, Egyptian cemeteries. Kabristan the. Dark bellied clouds had scudded across. Scudded across means the dark clouds moved quickly across the sky. The desert sky all day and now were veiling. Veiling means covering. The stars in cascade gray. Cascade gray means the dark gray color of the evening sky, in which stars were twinkling beautifully. What happened when King Tut's mummy was removed from its coffin after 80 years of discovery? At that time, an ominous atmosphere was created. An ominous word has been done in second chapter. Ominous means indication of something wrong, जिसे हम अशुभ कहते हैं. Ghostly dust devils were made in the sky, and it was 6 p.m. Students, you might remember at 6 p.m. on 2nd January in We Are Not Afraid to Die. Something ominous is related to 6 p.m. This day also, on 2005 at 6 p.m. on 5 January, the world's most famous mummy, and the world's most famous mummy is King Tut's mummy, glided head first into a CT scanner, brought here to probe means search, the lingering means unknown medical mysteries of this little understood young ruler who died more than 3300 years ago. On 5 January 2005 at 6 pm, the world's most famous mummy, that is King Tut's mummy, was mummy's head was taken into a CT scanner. Why it was a CT scan? To probe, means to search the unknown medical mysteries or related to King Tut's death, who died more than 3300 years ago. All afternoon, the usual lines of the tourists from around the world had descended into the cramped. All afternoon, the usual, what happened that day? Throughout the afternoon, tourists from all around the world came there into the cramped rock cut tomb, some 26 feet underground, to pay their respect. Tourists from all around the world came into the tomb, which was a rock cut tomb. रॉक को काट कर टॉम जो बनाई गई थी, विच वॉज सम 26 feet underground, to pay their respect. Means the tourists all around the world came to see King Tut's tomb, and they reacted in their way. They gazed at the murals. Murals means wall paintings on the walls of the burial chamber. अभी वो टॉम के अंदर एंटर करते हैं. टॉम इज़ द प्लेस वेयर डेड बॉडी इज kept. They gazed at the murals. When they entered into King Tut's tomb, they looked at the wall paintings which were made on the burial chambers, and looked intently peered means looked intently at Tut's gilded face. The most striking feature of his mummy shaped outer coffin lid. They looked at King Tut's gilded means shining face, which was the most attractive feature of mummy shaped outer coffin lid. जो कॉफिन था उसकी शेप भी मम्मी किंग टट की बॉडी के जैसी थी. Some visitor read from guidebooks in a whisper, means in low voice. Others stood silently, perhaps pondering. Pondering means thinking. Tut's mummy, Tut's untimely death in his late teens, or wondering with a shiver if the Pharaoh's curse, death, or misfortune falling upon those who dis- disturbed him was really true. Actually, when the tourists from all around the world came to see King Tut's tomb, they reacted in their own way. Some looked at the wall paintings, some looked at the shining face of King Tut, some read from the guidebooks in silence. Some stood there silently, maybe thinking about King Tut's untimely death in his late teens, or thinking with a shiver. They were fearful if the king's curse, if the Pharaoh's curse, the curse was death or misfortune falling upon those who disturbed him, was really true. Actually, some were shivering because ये होता है ना कि भाई पहले की जो चीज़ें हैं, इतना सारा गोल्ड उसके साथ बरी किया था, तो एक लोगों के दिमाग में ये बात डाल दी गई थी कि किंग टट के टॉम को जो भी टच करेगा उसके उसके ऊपर एक कर्स भी फॉल करेगा. कर्स क्या होगा? या तो उसकी डेथ होगी या उसके साथ कुछ बहुत बुरा होगा. वाई और उस समय जब किंग टट्स मम्मी वॉज टेकन फॉर सिटी स्कैन, This thought came into the mind of people just because of the ominous atmosphere which created at that time. जो ये तेज़ तेज़ हवाएं चली, बिल्कुल आंधियाँ चली, बहुत खतरनाक सी शेप बनने लगी आसमान में, सारा धूल से भर गया। तो इस चीज़ को देखते हुए लोगों के दिमाग में और वहम आ गया कि शायद किंग टट के डेथ से रिलेटेड और किंग टट के टॉम को टच करने से रिलेटेड जो कर्स था वो कहीं ना कहीं सही तो नहीं है। Up to this, I suppose, students, the things are clear to you. Thank you.